As a parent, we always strive to look for the perfect kids game. Something that keeps the kids entertained enough, it's cute enough, it's easy enough, it's straightforward and simple instructions are there to be able to let the kids enjoy themselves and roam free without too much adult supervision. But we also want something that keeps the adults entertained, gives us ideas and strategy and thinky options, something with a bit of meat on the bones. And that is possibly My Little Scythe. Let's get into it. My Little Scythe is a family passion project, published by Stonemaier Games, incorporating all of the amazing gameplay that is involved in Scythe and putting it into a kids game. It's no mean feat to be able to do that, considering how complex Scythe is, but somehow still carries the same complexity and same details that Scythe has, but in a much simpler way. My Little Scythe is a competitive family game where you take 2 of your animal adventurers going around the island of Pom to collect 4 trophies of the 8 possible trophies available, which is again very similar to the star system that they use in Scythe had you played that. Players can move and seek and make. These actions will increase your friendship and your pies, power up your actions, complete quests, and deliver gems to the castle Everfree. So let's start with components. Now again, Stonemaier have completely knocked it out of the park with the components on this. You have a huge, and I mean huge board. Big chunky hexes. Oh, here it is. Big hexes with Castle Everfree in the middle where you have to deliver your gems, and you've got portals and you've got your 2 tracks, trophies on one side and pies on the other side, friendship on the other side, and then you've got your 8 possible trophies down here. Eight possible trophies that you can get are your friendship, upgrading your player board, having 3 magic cards, doing 2 quests, delivering 4 gems to Castle Everfree, 4 apples to Everfree, having and winning a pie fight, and of course making 8 pies that all earn you a different trophy. How do you do that? Well, very simple. You move around your player board. Each character has a pawn that you can play on, so you can either do your move, your seek, or your make action, and you can only do that move the one time, and then if you move, you then can go back in the sort of action selection that Scythe has, or Disney's Villainous has, that kind of, once you've done an action, you can't do that action again until you've done a different action. Each of the actions, move action is just 2 squares of movement. The seek action, you roll these gloriously chunky dice with quests and pies and gems on, and you roll a set of them, and then you place your gems in different places. If you place a gem on an opponent's player, you earn 1 friendship, that kind of thing. So there's lots of just decisions there on strategy of how you're going to do that, but you're also going to gain friendship, but you're going to give people resources. Then you can make things, so you can make your pies with 2 apples. 2 gems gets you a magic card, and a gem and an apple upgrades your player board. So all of these spaces can be upgraded. So you can choose to upgrade. So this one, for example, is a mechanical foot. So you can move your players slightly differently, and you lay that over. Then you've got a new board, and you can do that. And if you do that twice and you have 2 upgrades across your board, you will then get a trophy for that. The resources themselves are these gloriously large, big gems that you get, which are beautiful, as well as having these lovely looking plastic apple tokens as well. You have your quest tokens, are these little treasure map looking things, which are again beautifully designed. And then you have your spinny wheel of pie fights, which is the same as inside. You will get a magic card, which will give you a magic amount of pies to throw. And then you choose the number of pies you want to throw, up to a maximum of 7. And then you can throw your pies to have a fight. If you win, you lose 1 friendship. If you start the fight, you lose 1 friendship. If you win, you get a trophy. But if you start the fight, you lose a friendship. So again, there's that balance of, should I have a pie fight? Should I not? Again, installing that feeling that pie fights are rude. They're not nice. Lose friendship because it's mean. Yeah, so that's really cool on that side of things, and the player board's really easy to use. So there's enough strategy to make decisions. And as an adult playing a game with kids, you can really make those decisions as well with them. Let them go around their own thing, work out how they're going to best get those trophies and best win the game. The other part of this game, which is incredible, are the miniatures. If you've seen the miniatures from this game before, they're amazing. So here, for example, you have the red player has the tiger, Soviet tiger. The blue player has the nice chunky bison character, and they are absolutely stunning. And the other thing that I really love about these is that they marry up perfectly with normal Scythe. So here we have normal Scythe minis with the tiger and the Soviet character, but then you've got a Soviet tiger. So they've merged the two parts of the characteristics together to give you that character. The same, for example, with blue. So you have the man on the big bison, Fred, we're going to call him because I can't remember his name. And then you have Fred here with his big bison, and he's wearing the same clothes, and it's really exciting and very cool and really well designed. Each player has two of these little adorable characters that you can move around the board, gaining resources, completing quests, delivering items, having pie fights and everything like that. So it's really, really good on that side of things. It's really visceral and it feels really nice. They're all really nice tactile plastic pieces, glorious models and components on the board. Yeah, they're really lovely. They all come like this. They all come plastic clear, but you can obviously paint them up. People do, and the game even comes with a handy how to paint guide. So if you were interested or enjoyed painting, you've actually got colour schemes to actually paint the characters as well. Sorry about the glare there. Actually paint the characters as well and get that really, really nice design, exactly how it's meant to be. And that's basically it. It's very straightforward as far as gameplay. If you've played Scythe before, you'll pick it up very quickly. If not, it's still very straightforward. It's put your little mover, your little pawn on one of the dots you want to do, let your people do that action. It's not very language independent. It's all iconography. It's a lot of iconography. There is a bit of language, a bit of words, but it's mainly about the doing, the processes. You know the movement. Movement means two. If you're gonna seek, you roll the 4 dice of your choice of colour, either 2 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 2 blue, 1 red, 1 yellow. If you're going to make something, you know it's 2 pies, it's 2 diamonds, or it's a pie and a diamond to make something, and give the kids the options to do the things that they want to do. And as an adult, you can really choose what you want and strategize in a different way to play. It's good. I would say it's good at most player counts, but I would solidly say a 3-player minimum personally. 2-player does lose something. You don't need to again, like Scythe at 2-player, you don't need to fight. You don't need to do everything because the board is so vast. You don't need to do all of that sort of stuff. But if you're having a family games night and there's a couple of you and anyone can really pick it up, you just choose what you want to do what you want to do, move along. It's pretty quick. Games can be done in half an hour, if that. Or they can go on longer, depending on how you're strategizing and how people are playing. But yeah, I would highly recommend My Little Scythe. Again, it's one of those kids' games that I would keep coming back to simply because this has enough meat on the bones to kind of really keep coming back to the table and strategizing and thinking, and it'll improve the kids' thinking and how my daughter will think, oh, I'll strategize differently this time. I'll do this. Oh, I'll try doing that. Oh, I won't do that. I won't do this. Oh, I'm running out of pies because I keep having a pie fight because that's fun. Although now I'm losing my friendship and now I can't earn trophies because I've gone down a certain level of friendship and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's highly worthwhile. Very straightforward, solid game. Absolute solid game, and I would highly recommend it to anyone with small people. Adults can have a bit of fun with it too. It probably hasn't got as much cutting edge as like Scythe does for adults, but I think you will still have a good time if you got this to the table. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Scythe. Thank you again to stonemaier Games for sending me this copy of Scythe for review and for testing out and playing out to make some video content for you. So yeah, that's great. Let me know in the comments if you've played My Little Scythe, what you think of the expansion, if you've played it with the expansion, the Pie in the Sky expansion, with the airships and such. Let me know how you get on with it. Let me know if this is a game that really interests you, and also let me know if you have any other kids gamed, adult games changed kids games that you want me to look at and test out and things like that. Things like My Little Everdell now has been released, which is up there somewhere behind me, which is a nice little kids game. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want any other reviews of any other kids games done, and I'm more than happy to get them on the list. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video to keep notified on new things, and make sure you're following me on all those social medias. That'd be great. All right, thanks very much. See you later.